A lot of video editing competitions claim they're about finding the best editor, the most creative, the most skilled, the person who made the best edit. Before this video starts, I want to give a special thanks to Sprint Edits for making this video possible with his free resource pack. Back to the video. All right, so this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and I feel like I should finally say something about it. I've been in a few video editing competitions before, and honestly, some of them just didn't feel fair at all. I'm not making this video to hate on anyone, and I'm not saying every competition is like this, but I've seen enough things happen to the point where it started feeling really biased. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I know I'm not the only one who's noticed this. If you've ever joined editing competitions, especially online ones, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So one of the first things I noticed is that a lot of the people in these competitions already know each other. And at first, that's not really a problem, because obviously people in the same editing community are going to be friends. But the problem starts when those same people are competing against each other, while also helping each other at the same time. I've literally seen situations where people in the competition were collaborating, sharing ideas, or helping with edits, and then both of them submit their videos like they did everything on their own. Meanwhile, I'm over here doing my edit completely by myself, trying to follow the rules, trying to finish before the deadline, thinking everyone else is doing the same thing. And when I realized that wasn't the case, it just made the whole competition feel different. It didn't feel like it was about who made the best edit anymore. It felt like it was about who had the most connections. Another thing that really bothered me was deadlines getting changed. There was a competition where I stayed up late trying to finish my edit before the deadline. I rushed to upload it, made sure everything was done, and I was actually proud of what I made. Then, not long after, the host said the deadline got extended. And I just remember sitting there thinking, why did I even rush if the deadline was just going to change anyway? Now I understand sometimes deadlines need to move. That happens. But when it happens right when certain people aren't finished yet, or it keeps happening more than once, it starts to feel kind of suspicious. Because now it feels like some people are getting extra time, and other people didn't get that same chance. But the biggest thing I noticed, and probably the most frustrating part, is that a lot of competitions feel like they're based on views instead of actual editing skill. You can spend hours working on your edit, making sure the timing is perfect, the effects are clean, everything looks good, and you actually try your hardest. Then the results come out, and the people who win are the ones who already have the most followers, the most friends, or the most views. And it makes you wonder, was it really judged by editing, or was it judged by popularity? Because sometimes it feels like if your video doesn't get a lot of views, you don't even have a chance, no matter how good the edit is. And I get that views can show that people like the video, but that doesn't always mean the editing is better. Some people have bigger channels, more friends, or more people sharing their video. So, of course, they're going to get more views. But that doesn't mean their edit took more effort, or was actually better. Another thing that makes it worse is that a lot of competitions don't really explain how the judging works. You don't know if the judges are picking based on skill, creativity, views, or just personal opinion. So when the winner ends up being someone who knows the host, or someone who already had the most views, or someone who was working with other competitors, it just makes people question everything. And I think that's the part that made me lose motivation to join competitions for a while. Because when I first joined, I actually thought it was about improving and seeing who could make the best edit. But after seeing people collaborate while competing, deadlines getting moved, and winners being picked based on views or connections, it started feeling like the results were decided before the competition even ended. And again, I'm not saying every competition is like this. There are definitely fair ones out there, and there are hosts who actually try to make things equal for everyone. But if you're hosting a competition, it should actually be fair. People competing shouldn't be secretly helping each other. Deadlines shouldn't keep changing for no reason. And judging shouldn't just be based on who has the most views. Because competitions are supposed to motivate people, not make them feel like there's no point in trying. I just wanted to make this video because I know I can't be the only person who's experienced this. If you've ever been in an editing competition where something felt off, or it felt like popularity mattered more than skill, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to start drama. I just wanted to spread some light on something I've seen happen more than once. And yeah, that's pretty much it.